Hi everyone, and welcome to the bonus part of the Soviet machine. In this final video I'm going to show you a bit of ending the production of the machine. First of all, we're going to go ahead and name all of the parts that are currently doesn't have a name or don't have a name, and after that we're going to continue with adding materials and setting the lights in mental ray. As you can see right now, I'm going around different objects and checking if they have a name, and if they don't have a name, I assign one to them, and after that I hide the part. I found this to be much easier because when you hide the parts that are already done, that already have names, you know you're going to be it's going to be much easier for you to see the parts that need the names and materials and stuff like that. Okay, so when you find an object that hasn't got a name, just go ahead and I don't know, assign the name that you think it's appropriate, because I don't have that much information about the model, the real model, I mean the machine, and I don't know all the names of the parts, so I try to assign names that would be helpful, not only to me, because you know the person who did the modeling job will be familiar with the parts, but if by you know you have to give this model to somebody else for texturing or I don't know, materials or something like that, he's going to have a hard time figuring out you know what box 345 means, and where is it and stuff like that. So it's always better to name your objects, even if there are some generic names like you know, cables and upper part and something like that. It's better than box or plane or something like that. So as you can see, I'm just doing that. I'm selecting the objects one by one and trying to assign an appropriate name. Okay, as you can see, I only have a few more objects. You can also try and group objects together if they're if what they're doing in the machine is similar, or it's the same structure. I mean, like you saw in a minute, I selected a few objects that were grouped together and gave them a name. This can also help, especially if by any means, if you're going to animate the machine or something like that, the parts that are going to move together, or in this case, as you can see, the machine is basically one big body, and if somebody decides to animate that, they're going to animate only a few parts in the middle. You saw the middle section, which will rotate, and the blades will move up and down. So you can basically group everything else together and call it you know, gear machine or something like that, and be done with it. Don't think that much about that. This would also help, but basically I prefer to keep my models as clean as possible, which means naming them, assigning properly materials with the names, and preferably put them in groups, which can be hidden or unhided together. So as you can see, that's the last part we're going to name, after which, yes, I'm going to unhide everything, and I will check if I've named everything correctly. But first of all, as you can see, I've disabled the mesh smooth modifier in the viewport, so that it would be easier for me to work right now with it. And I've only created some two iterations for the rendering setup. And as you can see right here, I'm going to the layers and I'm checking if everything has a name. Basically, I'm looking for something like box or object, like here. So I saw this object here, and I've selected it. Okay, so now we're going to start off with the materials. And first of all, I'm going to choose mental ray from the rendering setup, and I'm going to choose an empty slot of the material editor and choose arc and design material. So now I'm going to adjust the settings of this material. I'm going to make a few materials. The first one will be the body of the machine, I mean the main cover, and I'm just going to create a few more covers for the different parts. I'm not going to do the machine all that rusty and old, but I'm going to make it like it's new, it's brand new. So as you can see, I've made an arc and design material, and I've chosen a cover, and I've reduced the reflectivity to 0.3 and the glossiness to 0.5. Also, I enabled the highlights and final gather only, and adjusted the color of the reflection, and now I've gave it a name. It's important to give your materials names, like it's important to give your object names. It makes your life easier. So I've copied the material, and I'm just going to basically use the same settings, but change the color and the reflectivity a bit. So first of all, I'm going to select the machine, everything, and assign the main color, and after that I'm just going to go ahead and go around the different parts and assign the brown material to some of the elements, like so. I'm just selecting those elements here. I'm going to put the brown material on them. Also, I have to select this base here of the mesh, but not the sides, only the base. So I'm just deselecting the side parts. Okay, and I'm going to assign the brown material, and just like I did with the naming of the objects, I'm going to hide the parts that are already done, so they don't stand in my way while I'll look at the objects and figure out which one has to be done. So I've continued to the main body part. I'm just going to select the elements that are going to have the brown material, and don't don't think that this is the only way you have to do this. I mean, you can use other materials, use other colors, or simply add the brown material to different objects. That's the way I've chose my objects to be, but you know, you can choose whichever you want, or you can just assign one material to everything. It's up to you. So I'm going around the different parts here. I'm going to add this brown color. Also, you may notice that I've left the boats. This is because I'm just going to add another material which will represent the brush material or metal brush material, and I'm going to assign this to the different boats. Okay, so I've continued with the next part. I'm trying to follow the reference as close as possible, but not too much. If I think that something would look better if it's with different material, that it will have a better contrast or something like that, I will not hesitate to change it. Okay, as you can see, I'm selecting the boats here, the boat heads, and I've assigned that bluish material to them to give the parts more contrast. You know, they're standing out with this material. Okay, I'm just continuing the different parts here, adding materials to each one. Right here I'm going to go to poly mode and select only a few elements and assign the material to them. Okay, also on these cables. And right now I'm going to create a new material. I saw that I need a red one, so I'm just going to use the same material we used before. I'm just going to change the main color to red and change the name of the material, of course. Right here I have um, to give the different um, buttons different material. As you can see, this one has a red in the middle, so I try to do that. Also, that part we did on the back that fills the hole there, that's also red, and it's going to, as you can see on the references, most of the machine's inner side is red. So if you have open holes, you can assign red to the inner side. That would be nice. It brings out the holes more. It makes it look more interesting. I'm also going to create a new material right now, and I'm going to use one of the templates here, and this will be the rubber. I'm going to use it for that hose at the back. Okay. Okay, so I'm continuing with the middle part here, adding more materials. Right now I'm just thinking where should I add different materials in order to bring those sides to the front, or make them stand out a bit. Okay. I'm going to select these elements here. I'm going to assign the brown material to them. Little details like that uh, make a lot of difference in the end result. They look really nice. At this point, I was thinking that I will add brown material to the bolts. So that's what I do right here. I'm going to assign that black material to the cables. They're actually the cable protectors there. I'm going to have another look at the reference, and I'm going to create that material we talked about. I'm just choosing a template here, which will be the brushed metal, and I'm going to change the main color a bit, make it gray, something like that, and change the reflectivity and glossiness to 0.5. Okay, and now I'm going to assign this material to the different elements around the machine. Mainly I'm adding the material to the handles all around the model, but I also I'm also going to change this big bolt at the top to the bluish material. It's looking nicer, and also I'm going to add black material, the rubber material, to the cables here. As you can see, I've accidentally added black material to that front part here. I'm going to fix that now, adding the new material again. And I'm going to assign the brushed metal material to the handle at the front. Also, don't forget to save your work. As you can see that adding materials is can sometimes be a slow job, and if you end up losing everything you've done, you, I believe you won't be happy about that. You have to do everything all over again. Okay, so at this point, I think that the materials are added, and we will proceed to adding lights. I'm just looking around the model, thinking if there's something I've missed, maybe something I should change. And I decided that I have to add some different materials here. I'm going to add that black material, deselect the cables, and I'm going to add the blue material. Yeah, I forgot about those handles here. I'm going to select them and add the brushed metal material. As you can see, I'm working with some basic materials here, nothing too complicated. I'm just trying to make a nice clean result, because basically this whole tutorial is mainly about modeling. I don't want to get that involved in materials and textures and stuff like that right now. So I'm just tweaking, adding some final touches here and there. I forgot the belt over there. I'm just going to assign the rubber material. Okay, so right now I think that we're done with the materials, and I'm going to continue with the rendering setup. So first of all, I'm just going to the environment setup, and I'm going to change the background material to the background color to gray. And what you see me do right now is trying to figure out what kind of angle should I render this in. I'm making a square render setup. You can see the final render borders on the side. You can bring those out by hitting Shift plus F, Shift and F, and I'm going around the rendering setup. I set up the camera, hitting Control plus C, and in the rendering setup you saw me change the anti-aliasing setup a bit, also um, uh, the type of the rendering setup to Lanchos. And right now I'm just going to mental array lights, the photometric lights, and I'm creating a sky portal, as you can see here, and I'm trying to position it properly. I want the light to come slightly from above the machine, so I'm rotating this like that. Okay, So now I'm creating a second light that I will uh, rotate and position. I'm adjusting the multiplier on the lights to 0.05, and we're going to make a few lights at the back as well. But first of all, what you're going to see me do right now is I'm going to use a map that will help me uh, create the light on the sky portal. This type of map I'm going to show you right here is called MIBCI underscore D. It's kind of a stupid name, but whatever. This map has two values, the temperature and the intensity. It's widely used, and it gives nice results as long as you have some basic knowledge of how it works and how to set up the temperature and the intensity. I'm going to show you this right now, but more importantly, you have to know that this kind of map is actually hidden. You will not be able to see it unless you do what I'm going to show you right here. So you can see that I went to my 3ds Max folder under the folder Ment Array, standard shaders, and in the include folder, and there I'm going to select the base document, and I'm going to open it with Notepad. So open with WordPad or Notepad, it doesn't matter. And what you're going to want to do here is hit Control F, which will show the find dialog or the search dialog, and you want to type CID underscore D. So once you find that, you can see that you have those two. It's the second search actually, and you can see that under that whole thing here, I don't really know what are those parameters for. I only know that there's a hidden sign in the middle at the bottom there. You saw me select that. So I've made that I've wrote that sign in front of it, the DS sign, and what this does basically is remove or hide this line of code here. So when you write the DS sign in front of the hidden, you basically remove the hidden from the lines there, which basically unhides this map in your 3D Max application. I hope that everyone understood what I tried to explain. So I've done that, and you're going to have to restart Max in order to see the changes. Have that in mind. And I've now added the parameters here. For the temperature, I chose 6500, which is kind of a white light, and chose the intensity to 70. The thing you have to mind about the temperature here is that you're going to go between the bluish and orange or red light, and somewhere in the middle, around 6600 and 6500, you're going to have white light, which is the one I want right now. You can try and play with the settings. Maybe some kind of a red light will also make the machine look good, but I've chosen the white one. So I'm selecting my skylight, I mean sky portal, and I'm going to go to advanced settings and put the map in the SWOT. There you can see custom, so you have to choose custom and put the map there, choose instance, hit OK, and I'm also going to do this for the second light, and we're going to give a quick test render. So yeah, as you can see, our first test render, it's kind of awful. You can see that the light is too bright, and it's coming more from the left than it is from the right. So I'm going to quickly try and figure that out. So okay, first of all, I'm going to go and adjust my map. I think the intensity is too much, also the multiplier on the light itself, so I'm going to lower those settings. And as you can see now, the light from the left is not burning as much as it was before, but right now it's kind of, the image is kind of black. I'm going to pump that a bit and also change the other light to the same value, 0.35, and I'm going to create other lights on the back. I'm going to make an instance like that, make another one in the back, rotate it a bit so it points to the machine, and I'm going to make another light that will be the light from the top. I'm just going to have to adjust it properly, kind of like that. Okay, and you've noticed that I've copied this this light. It's not an instance because I would probably need a different value for it. And now we're going to make another quick render, and as you can see right here, you know, we still have that burning light on the left and not enough light from the other sources. So what I'm going to do right here is change the values of the lights. As you can see, I have forgotten to adjust the custom, to choose the custom property there. So I've adjusted that. I'm going to lower the value to maybe 0.2. All of this you will notice is basically try and see what's happening, and then adjust, and then try again and adjust again, and so on. So as you can see, the results are getting better. We still have some spots where the light is too much. I'm going to try and fix that. But basically I'm going to change the material a bit. I'm going to lower the glossiness to 0.4 and also make the material, I mean the color, gray. And as you can see, we have we already have good results. The spots that were burning before are not right now. So okay, what I'm going to try and do now, first of all, I'm going to change the brushed metal material a bit, because it it wasn't looking properly on the render, so I choose the diffuse level to 1. And also I'm going to adjust the shadow samples to 128. They were only on 16 right now, so that was producing kind of bad results. And I'm going to play with the map a bit. I'm just going to lower the intensity a bit more. Also, I'm going to pump the anti-aliasing settings a bit, 4 and 64, or maybe no, I've decided to keep that at 16. So I'm going to give it a try now, and you can see the end result here. It's looking much better. You can see it's a lot smoother, the shadows are looking better, and overall the lights are looking good as well. So I guess that that will be it for this tutorial. I really hope that you learned a lot and that you were able to follow, and as I said before, feel free to send me your end results of the Soviet machine, and until next time, bye guys.